you to Out and About on the Recumbents for October 10th, 2023. Let's ride!
Hey, good morning. It's BJ and Joe Ondo from Out and About on the Recumbents. This morning we're on the Rock Island Trail here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Basically, this trail is the main east-west trail at the moment. Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead. Yeah. Going to start it a little earlier, but wanted to get over Academy Boulevard because it's a real noisy, busy intersection with a very long light. So you can kind of see behind us there that and it's one of those, 6 to 8 lane roads, that probably should end up being an interstate someday, but probably won't. If they turn anything into interstate, it'll probably be Powers Boulevard. But yeah, like I said, it's the main east-west trail. It goes from, eventually it'll go from the Pikes Peak Greenway all the way to Powers Boulevard, where it ends right now. One of these days they're going to tunnel under Powers Boulevard, and they'll continue the trail out east, and hopefully eventually it'll hook into Shook's runs, not Shook's, I'm sorry, but to the Sand Creek Trail North. I doubt that's going to happen in our lifetime. I'm sure that's another 20 years down the road, easily. We might be alive in 20 years, but at 68, you never know. Hope so. Be cool to be 88 and still riding a trike. Although I'm definitely going to have to get e-assist before then, I can tell you that. It's funny because, up to 65, I really didn't feel like I really needed e-assist, I did just fine, but boy, it's amazing with 5 years, the closer I get to 70, and I got about a year and a half left, and but the closer I get to 70, whew, the more my old arthritic body is letting me know that yeah, it's time for a little assist. Now, I don't want no throttle. I'll never use a throttle unless, something really goes bad, something major. But definitely want the PAS system, which means pedal assist system. And but yeah, it's a nice trail. It's well, it's kind of a mix of concrete and watch out, Joe, lots of cacti. Lots of cacti. Got lots of little tiny barrel cactuses on the trail here, so you gotta be real careful because the tires are starting to get down there, so that makes them a lot more susceptible to flats. The only tire between the 6 of our tires that looks good is Joe's rear tire. But that's because that's a Marathon Plus. They wear like iron. And they have the best protection level, flat protection level about any tire out there. Yes, you can still get a flat, but it's a lot more rare with the Plus. Now, I don't have the Plus, I just have the standard Marathon, the original, and it's not as good. It's 2 levels below as far as the protection factor goes, and doesn't wear as long, but it's considerably cheaper, so I had to make sure we got the good tire for the back of Joe's trike, because she has that that rear E motor on her rear wheel, you know, so we don't want to have to change a flat any more often than we absolutely have to. Okay, we got to cross over Murray Boulevard here, so it's going to take us a little while. It's always really busy, and there's no light, or you know, there's nothing. Well, I mean, there's a pedestrian crossing thing, but wow, nobody ever pays attention to those things, especially here in Colorado Springs. Sorry for the bumps, it's just really bumpy. Yeah, as you can see, it's another major, pretty well, yeah, it's only a 4-lane, but it's pretty major. Yeah, there's a lot of more of those bluffs. I don't really think this is considered Austin Bluffs, but it might be. Maybe this is the southern part of the Austin Bluffs, you know, because Austin Bluff Boulevard is quite a ways north of here, but they're definitely the bluffs, just like the ones I showed you either the day before or yesterday, I can't remember. I make a lot of videos, you know, I want to make sure you guys get to see something. They're not super fancy, and you know, I'm not a movie director, so you know, I just try to put out some general content, and then, you know, as you guys know, you know, it's pretty much the same set of trails. Joe and I are pretty limited when it comes to our trails. The problem of it is that the trails down south are in a mess right now, like the Pikes Peak Greenway and the Fountain Regional Trail. They've got some major road construction on South Academy Boulevard, heading towards the I-25 hookup, and also Colorado Highway 115, and so they've got part of the trail torn up to be able to do some kind of drainage. But I got grasshoppers out, and they're just all over this trail, man. I mean, they are all over. Yeah, they're just hopping all over. But yeah, so like I said, we're just trying to get in as many rides as we can. Thursday's weather doesn't look very good. It's only supposed to get into the low 50s, and it's supposed to be very cloudy and cool. Possibility of rain. It doesn't sound like it's going to be a lot of rain, but you know, it's not going to be a good day to ride. So we decided we were really going to pack on the rides this first part of the week. And the weather's just been absolutely wonderful. Today's another day of, you know, mid-70, just slight breeze. You know, here it is, you know, getting not too far away from the middle of October, and Joe and I are still wearing shorts and short sleeves. That's impressive for here. Usually by now we've already gone to our long sleeve shirts and our what we call tights, which is, you know, the full length lycra style pants. I know, we're weird. A lot of trike riders do not like regular bicycle clothes. Well, we do. We like that they fit tighter, and you don't have to worry about bugs going up your pants and you know, down your, and so we but what we do is that, you know, we have we have long sleeve wicking t-shirts, as they call it. You know, they wick away the sweat from your body so it doesn't pool and create cold spots. And so we put those underneath our short sleeve jerseys. That way we don't have to you know, don't have to go through the expense of buying both long sleeve and short sleeve jerseys, because I don't know about you guys, but those jerseys are getting ridiculous. You know, jerseys are up between $75 and $100 now. That's just way more money than poor Joe and I can afford. So we usually end up getting, you know, we have to deal with the Chinese companies like Light in the Box and cheap cycle company, and, you know, clothes company and stuff like that. You know, yeah, they don't last as long, but they still last for years. I've gone to mountain bike jerseys instead of road bike jerseys, because I don't know, on the trike the mountain bike jerseys are more comfortable because they don't gather at the bottom. They're more straight. And Joe's kind enough to sew a nice big pocket onto them for me, because they only come with a really tiny little pocket, almost useless. It's supposed to be for your sunglasses, but Joe puts a nice big pocket on it for me, and she did really nice. You know, all these are like almost in a matching color, you know, that goes with the shirt, so you wouldn't even know that you know, it's a homemade thing. She did a great job. So yeah, like I said, there's a lot of bluffs around here, and this is another area that has, you know, the bigger, more expensive homes. Stuff Joe and I don't want because, first of all, we could never afford it. Second of all, it's just way too big for two people. It's really funny how, you know, you see a retired couple and they've got a 4-bedroom house, you know. I mean, it's like, why? I mean, I guess if you got enough money to have a maid service come in and take care of it for you, that would be okay, but we get seems like we get more than enough work out, you know, cleaning our little 1-bedroom apartment. So you know, we only want, you know, if we could ever afford a home, you know, just be a rancher, you know, a single level rancher with a double car garage. Now if we get to where we have land and we could build it, it'd be a single level rancher with a 2.5 car garage, and we'd have a separate garage for our trikes. And I'd build have them build in a drainage system so you could actually wash the trike inside, you know, in the winter time. So that way if you get out there and you run into a bunch of crud, you know, you could actually just wash the bike in the garage. That just makes all kinds of sense to me. I'm sure it won't be cheap, so it's only going to come if and when Jill wins her Powerball or Mega Mill. Yeah, we still play. Not very often. Well, yeah, we play often, but we only play one ticket. We can't get it on one ticket. That ain't go, you know, that's all we're going to get. Got some equestrian trails here. We got a nice little bench. So we're going to stop here and take a little break. Say hi, Joe.
Hello.
All right. So, I'm gonna get back with you all later, and hope you're having a great day. Bye. Okay, well, hopefully we're back on, and yeah, we're continuing on. We stopped and decided to go ahead and eat our lunch. Now we're going to take it to the end of the trail at Powers Boulevard, and we'll turn around and we're going to head back up the you know, go the other way on the Rock Island, and then we're going to jump off on a little access trail. It's kind of basically a pedestrian sidewalk and access trail going up north on Academy. And we're going to stop at a, oh, what do they call that? A come and go market and market gas station, and then get our unsweetened iced tea and have that with our afternoon snack. Yeah, usually we try to fight our way up to Panera Bread up on Constitution and Powers, but that's just really rough. You have to get on a really rough, thin little dirt trail, and on these trikes it's just miserable. The only other way you can do it is to go is to actually put the trikes out on the emergency lane in Powers Boulevard going the wrong way and get up to Constitution, and or you have to go all the way around. You got to go about a mile down to Palmer Park Boulevard and then a mile all the way back up. Plus you got to fight malls, and because the Panera Bread is in the First Street Town Center Mall or something like that, off of Powers, and yeah, it's just a real hassle to get there. What's really bad is there's actually a brewery at the very end of this trail, but they don't serve iced tea. You get beer, you get water. Well, we don't drink, so they don't do us no good. It's a real shame, because we've been able to get iced tea just about anywhere, coffee places, beer places, but for some reason these guys won't carry unsweetened iced tea. Have no idea why. Guess they just decided they didn't want to hassle with it. Howdy. And, it's like somebody went up to the pub and got some grub. Pub grub. Now, if we had the money to get, yeah, all the way. If we had the money, we're going to eat out lunch. We could always go over there and get lunch and just have water, and that's no big deal. But yeah, you got a big bump here, transitioning off the concrete onto the dirt. This is another one of those weird things where you just wonder what the heck the city was thinking, because it's like, okay, you go through all the problem of making that trail concrete, and then you stop, maybe 500 yards from the 500 yards from the end of the trail over here in the circle. But it's like, yeah, it's like, why not concrete the whole thing? And there's several trails that are like that here in Colorado Springs, and I couldn't give you a clue on why. I've asked, and they just look at me like, I mean, there's a lot about Colorado Springs that is really good, but there's a lot about dealing with the city that's really a pain in the butt. The problem is you're dealing with engineers and accountants, and these are people that aren't using the trail, And all I can think of is that when they built that, they ran out of money, so they said, heck with it. Okay, well, we're now at Powers Boulevard. This is the end. As the master computer would say, end of line. If you're a Tron fan. So yeah, we're gonna just turn around and head on back. Got a big old bump here because it's like a big old freaking ledge. I don't know why they couldn't have taken that out. That would have been really nice. But yeah. So now we're heading west on the Rock Island Trail. Like I said, someday they're gonna dig under all 8 lanes of Powers Boulevard and put a tunnel under there. But the only problem is it seems like every time they do an underpass, if it rains, it floods out. So, I mean, what good are they? I've asked them why they won't build a bridge over it. That would be the smartest thing to do, you know, build a bridge. Just like they have for, to get from the Mesa Springs Greenway over to Monument Valley Park. They go, that one goes clear. They can't tell me they can't do it because that one goes over all 8 lanes of I-25, you know? So I know they can do it. But, and it's hard to believe that the metal work would be more expensive than digging under the road and then having to, you know, put in concrete. You know, I mean, basically a whole square of concrete, you know, to create a roof and everything else, because Powers has tons of traffic. I mean, tons of traffic. So they would definitely need a, you know, it would have to be a concrete roof, you know, quite thick, I would say, at least 6 inches, you know, to make sure that it can handle all the traffic that goes over it. We're going to get to a certain point. We're going to hit some really good downhills, and I'm going to stop and turn the camera off because it's just a little too hard to hold on to this camera and do the and, you know, make sure you're able to stop going down a hill in case somebody some little kid walks out in front of you or something like that, because, you know, these are multi-user trails, you know, otherwise known as mutts or MUPs for multi-user paths. So, but yeah, so like I said, we'll be coming up on these down hills here pretty quick, so I'll just go ahead and shut it off and get back to you. I got to get back behind Joe because I see a bike coming behind me. At least I think I do. That might be the signpost by the bench. It's hard to tell. We have rear view mirrors, but mine's an old style, and it's only so good. Yeah, I think that's just the sign back there by the bench. Got some clouds today, just like yesterday. But yesterday we actually got sprinkled on a little going home, you know, from the storage unit, but it wasn't even enough to bother putting on the rain gear, so that ain't so bad. We can handle that. Another gratuitous shot of Joe here. Let her go by. The sheer speed of Joe Linando on her e-assisted trike. And as you can see, there's a pretty good view of the foothills from up here. We're kind of a little too far south for Pikes Peak. But once we get over by that slightly dead tree, poor thing, I'm going to go ahead and shut her down. Okay. Yeah, because the other thing is, you know, when you're trying to go fast, because we can hit 25 miles an hour down this hill if we really let it rock. But, you know, then this poor, you know, my handheld mount's going to bounce all over the place. And, you know, you guys would be getting vertigo, you know, just just trying to watch it. So, yeah, so I'm going to stop right here. Yeah, it's a good place to stop. You can't really see it, but on the left side of the screen, that foothill up there is actually known as Cheyenne Mountain. And the reason we know that is because it has several TV antennas on the top of it. You won't be able to see that, but we can. Alright, so We will get back to you. All right, hang in there. Bye for now. Okay, I'm back. We are now on the access trail, as I call it, heading north on Academy Boulevard from Constitution Avenue here in beautiful Colorado Springs, Colorado. And sounds like a pretty good promo, huh? But yeah, so I'm not really sure why they decided to do the double-sided sidewalk on, on this side, I think it's because mainly there's just up the road here is Palmer Park, and it's a big mountain bike riding area. Lots and lots of totally gnarly trails, as the mountain bike guys and gals like to say. At least they used to. I don't know if they do anymore. But so yeah, so we've got this nice access trail, whatever you want to call it, pathway. And so we're just, like I said, we're just cruising up to a come and go gas station convenience store, get our iced tea for the day, and crunch down the afternoon snack, and then we'll head on back and see if we want to continue from there downtown or something, or the other way or whatever. But otherwise we'll probably just call it a day. We've been getting in kind of late the last couple of days, 4:30, 5 o'clock. So and we have to go food shopping tomorrow, so I got to hook up the utility trailer, or the cargo trailer, whatever you want to call it, to my trike here, and we go shopping. I go inside and get the shopping, and then Joe stays outside and does the guard dog routine. She stays out with the trikes and reads her ebook on her phone. Passing on your left, I'm sorry, rather. But yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure that's why they built this, is because of Palmer Park. And Palmer Park is right across the street from the Come and Go marketplace. And there is a paved road that goes through the park up to Austin Bluffs Parkway, but it is very thin. It's just a little tiny 2-lane job, and it is very steep. I mean, very steep in places. So we're not going to do that. We'll just head back down the access way and pick up the Rock Island Trail heading west again. As you can kind of see, the area over here has got more of those rock bluffs, and that's a lot of what Palmer Park is made out of. So there's all kinds of single track and rock garden, stuff and stuff like that for the mountain bike people. They like that. They like that mean stuff. These trikes weren't designed for that. They do have some trikes that were designed to go off-road, like the what's the name of that? What is the name of that trike? I can't think of it right now. But there's a little European country that makes trikes that has they have like 4-inch suspension front and back, so they can really do the job. We're gonna go in here and head to the other end of the building. They've got a little patio area. They used to have chairs and stuff there, but they took them down because all the homeless were just kind of staying there all day. So we'll just stand and use the wall and get our iced tea. Try not to get run over here. And like I said, this place is called Come and Go Fresh Market. Yeah. Got a cool little sign right here. Different tourist things. So yeah. So we're gonna park them right here. Like I said, they used to have tables in here, but they don't do that anymore because of the homeless. All right. So that was just a quick, to give you an idea what's going on with the access way there. Okay, I'm gonna have to put you pointing at the wall so I can get this fat old body off my tray. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, that over there, across the way, is Palmer Park. Okay, well, this is BJ and Joe with Out and About on the Recumbents, and we'll either get back to you later or this will be the end of the video. So if you see more, consider it bonus footage. All right, bye for now. All right, we're back. We're now on the lower, older part of the, go ahead, babe, the Rock Island Trail. They got this little bit of concrete here because they rebuilt the intersection going across Paseo Street. But this is the old asphalt, so it's pretty bumpy, but it's a very picturesque little bit of trail here. And then when we cross Templeton Gap Road, we'll be on the new the newly concreted Rock Island connector, and we're gonna go down so far down the connector, and then we'll have to either run off on the dirt or we'll have to turn around and pick up the back alleyway, because they starting to do a lot of heavy construction down there. They're trying, they're slowly but surely getting that connector trail put in. It's just taking forever for us. We've been waiting for like 2.5 years, maybe even 3. But yeah, this would be the most eastern. Once we get across the street here, this would be the most eastern section of the Rock Island Connector Trail, which eventually they'll probably just call it the Rock Island Trail and take out the connector part of it. Yeah, we got to get across the gap here, and sometimes it's tough. Sometimes you get the nice people. Yeah, so go ahead, Joe. This is the newer part here. This is the part that they just got through concreting, because you used to have to go through this alley over here, which is just full of potholes and old beat up asphalt. And so this is really sweet here, boy. I mean to tell you, when they get it all done, it's going to be so nice, because Joe and I, we won't, when it's all done, this trail ends, this connector trail ends right behind our apartment complex. So we will literally be able to just jump on it and head straight to the Walmart marketplace, or the Rock Island Trail. So that'd be really nice. They got the runner's path here in the dirt, but yeah, like I said, I mean, it'll sure be nice when they get it all done. They're not in any hurry. Howdy. They're not in any big hurry, and they keep they keep doing what seems like really strange additions to the trail, and can't really quite figure it all out. You know what the thought process behind some of the ideas that they're doing. It's like they got the we thought they'd put a tunnel, you know, a round metal tunnel under the Nevada Street bridges, because Nevada Street is two bridges wide, and but they didn't. They built a high wall, and then they built a cement. They took out the dirt and the rocks and the old kind of creepy concrete, and you know, put in an actual concrete trail there. But you know, it went to the other side of the, you know, of the bridge, and the dirt, you know, met it right there. And then all of a sudden they got crazy and they dug this huge ravine in the trail. So now it's like, you know, they've got this huge ravine, and it's like there's like 10 feet of space up to the you know, up to the trail coming up under the bridge. And now they're filling it all with you know, like small bricks, you know. So I don't know what's going on. It's really, really strange. All right, check that out. Hello. But yeah, it's just it's going to be really sweet when it's done. We've heard October. Of course, it's October now, so that ain't going to make it. We heard November, and then we heard, you know, one of the workers was saying it's supposed to be, should be in by Christmas, but we don't think so. We're thinking late spring next year, 2024 at best. Now this is technically closed, but we're going to go down to the end, and if we can't get through, we'll just turn back around. But I want to show you how far it's gotten. Well, actually, it's got to here. They really built this up fast. I mean, they got this part of the trail done really quick, and then boom. I mean, there's like nothing. Okay, it looks like it's going to be totally blocked off for us. But that's okay. We'll just turn around. They're really good about making piles of dirt and rock. I will tell you that. They are.
One place to the other.
Yeah, they have moved so many piles of dirt from one place to the other. It's just unreal. So yeah, we are going to have to turn around here. So I need to get into a lower gear. I'm a little too high gear-wise. Even Joe couldn't make that turn, so. And Joe's trike does a little better job than mine when it comes to turning. But yeah, so hopefully they'll end up, because basically this trail goes and it connects to the connects to Shook's Run Trail. This trail goes east and west, and Shook's Run goes north and south. And the junction was right past that rock pile there. But they took out the concrete, because it was a concrete trail, and they took it out. So now they have to put it back in. So they've done a lot of strange things that, you know, we just kind of shake our head and wonder why. But it's really nice that they've, you know, finally getting it done. Now, we'll let you know, there's a possibility that, well, they raised our rent to $110 a month. I mean, y'all know what that is. You know, the rental property is just stupidly nuts. You know, the market value has just gone insane. And you know good and darn well, none of these apartments are worth the money that they're asking for them. You know, when you got to pay $750 to $1,000 a month for an old, I mean, you know, it's a 40-year-old apartment complex we live in. And although, you know, we love the area, so we don't want to, you know, we don't want to move. But it may mean that you know, either I or Joe have to go back to work part-time, and if that's it, then there's not going to be as many videos as there used to be on this channel. And I apologize, nothing we can do about it. Neither one of us want to go back to work. You know, we're 68 years old. We were hoping for, you know, at least 10 years, 10, 15 years of being able to be retired. And it don't look like that's going to happen because the stupid rent. And well, you know, I mean, food and this and that, it's all gone up, but the rent's the killer. You want to see if we can get up that little dirt trail there, dear? Nah, let's just go ahead and take the alley down. We'll come back up. Yeah, that might be a little too rambunctious for these trikes. Yeah, sorry for all the bouncing, but we're in a really old, messed up alley here. Now that's Shook's Run Trail on the other side of those trees there. You'll see if I can catch these bikes. So there's a walker right there. I saw some bikes coming up, yeah. See if we can catch them so you can see. Okay, there you go. So that's Shook's Run. And then Shook's Run runs into the Rock Island, so that was the junction, and they took it all apart when they decided to put in this connector. So now there's this old alleyway here that you can use to pick up the old alleyway that used to be considered part of the Rock Island Trail. Joe's pointing out the places where the asphalt's totally gone. Yeah, so we're gonna go back up on Shook's Run to the corner there, so we can stop down the way and see how they're working. You know, see how they're building up the ravine there. I'm just totally interested to see how they gain 10 feet in height. I don't know how they're gonna do that. There goes the Flight for Life helicopter from Penrose Hospital. That's a sad sound there. And we only live we live 1 block north and 1 block east, or 1 block west of Penrose Hospital. So we hear the copter all the time. It's a very busy copter. In fact, they actually have 2 of them. Okay, so right now we're heading out for Jackson Street, but we're gonna get off and jump up on the trail here and head back up and do a little trail snooping. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're being nosy. Yeah, okay. All right, so now we are on the Shook's Run Trail. Howdy. And yeah, this is a pretty long trail. It's a north-south. It goes from the Rock Island Shook's Run connector up here, or junction rather. It goes up to well, right now it goes all the way past Fountain and almost to Las Vegas Street. Doesn't quite make Las Vegas Street. That looks like the other Flight for Life, because there's 2 of them. I don't know if they both belong to the hospital or what. Well, my phone's been really busy today, I'll tell you. I'm not going to worry about it, but the last call was a crank call, so that's probably what this one is. If it's important, they'll leave a message. So we'll be jumping out on the street here. There's a little an entrance way off the right. I think this is still Jackson, but when it turns into a different street. When it goes through the corner, it turns into a different street. I'm not sure what that part of the street is. Oh, Lilac, yeah. So it turns from well, actually they say that's Weber. Oh, that's right. Jackson goes this way. Okay, so it's Weber Street, guys, not Jackson. I'm sorry. Yeah, so this is Weber. Oh, Joe, you're going too far. Got to turn here. Sorry, I should have said something. Because they've got the trail. They've got the trail cut off right up here. So we're gonna go up and go check the ditch area. Or not ditch, the ravine. But yeah, this is just a little tiny road. You have to be real careful because sometimes cars just rip around this sucker and there's only room for like one vehicle. So but yeah, as you can see, they got a lot of the construction crews up here. So they're working. Bless their hearts, they're working. There was quite a while this real summer that we're just getting no progress at all, which really kind of sucked. We're like, man, come on, gotta get this done. Yeah, see, now they're doing this with the bricks here. Like I said, they're just going to town over here. We're gonna pull over and take a peek and see how it's going here. Okay, so we're gonna pull over right here and we'll give you a view down in the trail. Like I said, this is the Rock Island Connector. This is just a sidewalk that's coming off of Nevada Street. And okay, I'm gonna have to do what I did to you guys before, which is I have to let the camera dip a bit so I can get my old fat body out of this light. Can't do it that way, too far back. Okay, so Joe's gonna have to take the camera from me for a second. Get out of here. I may have to buy myself some what they call helping hands. Okay. Well, now this shows you so I take it they're building a wall, but you wonder how they're going to get the trail level with what's coming under the bridge. Very curious. It's quite the project. These guys have been busting their butt for several months now. When you think about they're just making a trail, you don't really think it's so involved, but and I guess what will happen is it will come up here and then it will go over there by that yellow arrow sign, and that's where it will hook back into Shook's Run. But yeah, they've done it totally different, because now they're going to come up here, and that's not what we thought was going to happen. We thought they were going to go over that way, but yeah, so they're putting in the bricks here. Yeah, like I said, they've been working like crazy for months. It's amazing how much of a build this is, Joe's over here sitting, but yeah, I still can't figure out how they're going to elevate it. That just really has me curious. I'd love to know, because see, originally they had it was coming out, okay, it was coming out, and the dirt was even, and then they dug a real deep trench. Yeah, so it's pretty interesting on what's going on here. All right. Well, I'm sure they're tired of me doing this video. So I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. Give you a gratuitous more viewing of Joe, so she's much better looking than I am. So yeah. So basically, thanks for coming along for the ride, especially if you're new. We appreciate you watching. If you're one of our subscribers, we really appreciate you watching and continuing to watch. So we just try to bring you little updates on things that are happening, you know, and then, you know, just our rides to get here and there. Okay, well, again, this is BJ. That was Joe Hondo from Out and About on the Recumbents. And so please give us, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you think the video stinks, give us a thumbs down. But leave us a message. Let us know why you thought the video was bad or good, either one. And because we appreciate both, and we'll see what we can do to change it. And okay. So again, till next time, remember, take it easy, take it slow, ride recumbent. Bye for now, till next time.